Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Kimberly and this is a channel about cross stitch. I have no other hobbies, just cross stitch. It has taken over my life. So today is Thursday, February 23rd, 2023. I recorded last on the 3rd. Sorry, I have notes on the 3rd with every intention of filming either weekly or every 2 weeks. And then on the 9th, I fell down the steps on our porch and broke 5 bones in my left foot and ankle area. So I've been hopping around. I did have a CT scan yesterday to determine whether or not I'll need surgery, so fingers crossed that I don't need surgery and it'll just be the 6 to 8 weeks on crutches. So let's all those fingers crossed. I want to take a moment to just say thank you for everyone who watched my last video. Anyone who's watching now, I really do appreciate all of the support that I've gotten so far, all of the words of encouragement, the positive feedback, tips and advice, and going forward with my videos. So that has been really, really wonderful, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I have some FOs. FFOs are not going to be a very frequent thing for me. I tend to stitch a lot, and then once I have a good stack of things to FFO, then I'll sit down and have an FFO day. So not a lot of fully finished objects or pieces or whatever. But I do have some finished pieces to show you. All of the plans that I had mentioned in my previous video, I've completed. So I do have new plans. I have finished projects, plans, whips, and I was going to share with you what I pre-ordered through my local needle shop from Nashville Market. Also, someone made a comment about throwing away my orts, and I said I would show why I save my orts. This is my, I know some stitchers call them ornaments, but this is what I've done with mine. These are last year's, and they're all in there. All of them that didn't get stuck to clothes and dragged through the house or tossed by one of the kids who picked them up. But I saved my orts, and then around Christmas, I get a plastic, because I have children, I get a plastic Christmas ornament, and I just stuff them in there. So that's what that is. And that's why I saved my orts. I haven't always done it. This last year was the first year that I did the ornament, and I really like it, so I think I'll continue doing that through into the future. All right, so let's go into finished projects. So the first project, none of these are in any particular order, other than the size of the fabric, sort of, or the size of the pattern. Who knows? I don't even know when I did it. So this is the piece that I was working on for Winter Cross Stitch Camp with Sherry from Colorado Cross Stitcher. And here it is. It's from Nerdly Knits on Etsy. Now there was a border all the way around of hearts, and since this is a gift for my husband for our anniversary, he said he didn't want the hearts, so I left them off. This is done on 18 count Aida, and I used all the called for DMC. I just left off that heart border, like I said, but there it is. And for Cross Stitch Camp, the theme was to continue a collection that you already had or to start a collection. I have stitched several Star Wars pieces for my husband and oldest kiddo. So that's that. Then one of my other finishes would be Cellmates Thistle. I stitched this on 14 count, and it's tiny and it's cute, and I may stitch it again on 18 because if it's tiny and cute on 14, then it can only be cuter on 18, right? So that's just stitched on a scrap piece of 14 count Aida. I couldn't tell you anything other than that. I used $6.99, $3.27, $5.52, and $33.64 DMC colors. Then I worked on Heart and Hand, Blackout, Winter, and I stitched this on 18 count Aida, and I used DMC's 310. And it's adorable, and I love it. Love it. I also worked on the little hearts. I'm still not sure if I'm going to stitch this, but I did do both of these. This is Lizzie Kate's Mothers, number 164. And I did do some color swapping, changing, and I might even go back in and frog some of this first one. And I'll show you why. So here it is. And I swapped 611 for 472, and this is where 611 would have been. So I may go in and I may pull these stitches here and here. There's here. And swap them out for the color I swapped it out for on this one. So that color is on this one that I'm talking about changing is 422, which should have been the chick's body and this little banner up at the top. I switched that out for 17. So I may go back in and put this yellow here. I don't know yet. What do you think? Should I? Should I leave it alone? Who knows? But I think, oh, and also 611 should have been here. And again, I used 472. Both of these are done on 14 count Aida. It's just a brown. I don't know where it came from. I was not very good at keeping track of where fabrics came from or any of that. I am trying to do better. However, most of the fabric I get comes from Hobby Lobby, and it's just usually white or oatmeal. And then I have Gotcha. It's down here. I don't know if it's focusing, but there it is. And this is from Leisure Arts. It was printed in 1982, I believe. It's Special Days, Special People. And I stitched that on 18 count white Aida, but I swapped both colors and I used 601 and 823. So he's super cute. I love it. I think it focused. Who knows? I mean, you'll know. Well, I'll know after the video. Alright, so those are all of my finished projects. My whips are... I only have 3 whips. Because I've finished almost everything else I was working on. So I am still working on Halloween cap by Satsuma Street. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the fabric. I love it. I just don't know why it's taking me so long. But here is where I'm at. I filled in the body yesterday and I worked some on the little pumpkin, put the green in his eyes, and I think I worked on both of these trees. And then I started this tree. This is on 16 count Ada. I don't know who the fabric has been dyed by. My husband bought it for me from our LNS, and I don't know. So that's Satsuma Street. I'm using 16 count Ada and the called for DMC. And then on the 14th, I started Strawberry Fair by October House. This is a stitch along with Helen D and Carla from Cobweb Corner. The hashtag is hashtag Strawberry Fair Sal, and Fair has the E. I'm using the called for DMC, except I swapped 840 out for Brown Hen. And here's where I'm at. I still need to fill in the rest of the berry and the leaves, the bird's body, and then there's a couple of stitches up here. But it's been a really fun stitch now that I'm not so scared by the strawberry. I was texting Penny from Sage Butterfly Designs. I told her I was intimidated by that strawberry. It's a lot of berry. And she assured me that I could do it and told me to just pick the one color that stood out the most, do that, and then go back in and do the rest. And that's what I did. And that's worked out pretty well. So thankful for her and her friendship and her encouragement, for sure. And then my last whip is another stitch along, not an official one. I was watching the Sable Stitchers, and Lenny mentioned that her birthday was on the 20th, which is also the same birthday as my oldest kiddo. And she showed a pattern that she was going to be stitching to honor her mom. And I happened to have the pattern, so I asked if she wanted to stitch together. And she said yes, which I'm so thankful for. So this is Dirty Annie's Southern style, What Would Dolly Do? And I picked my own colors and started on the 20th. And here's my progress. And the colors I picked are is 8. is 8 for the words, and the pink down here I'm using 48. Both are DMC, and where it's called to have E168, I have a metallic floss that I don't know where it came from. Are we seeing a theme here? I purchased some floss off of Marketplace. The floss it was already on a bobbin, no tag or anything, so I'm not sure. But it's just a silver metallic thread, and I'll use that to fill in these. So all I have left is to fill in those gaps here, and then replicate all of this beautiful up here. And that'll be a finish, which will be super exciting. But thank you, Lenny, for letting me stitch along with you to honor you and your mom. And I hope you and your daughter had a wonderful birthday. All right, so those are my whips and my finished projects. So my Nashville pre-orders, I wrote them down. The patterns that I pre-ordered through my LNS here in Texas, in Central Texas, is I pre-ordered Rabbit Parade by the Blue Flower, Just One More Chapter and Other Lies I Tell Myself by Puntini, and I'm sure I butchered that name. And the last one is Freebie by Silver Creek Samplers. Because I'm nosy and I want to know, if you did a pre-order for a market, what did you order? Because maybe you saw something I didn't see, and maybe I need to make another pre-order while I still can. So that's that. My plans are to keep working on my 3 whips, hopefully get some finishes from them. And then I have a couple of patterns that I want to kit and start, and I'll share those with you, but they're also part of haul. And here comes the baby. And she's off again. So I have plans. I'm not entirely sure if I haven't fully decided yet. So you can help me decide if you want. I'm not a very decisive person. Usually get my husband to make most of my decisions as far as what I'm going to stitch, because I have so many patterns, so little time. But there is this Irish blessing, and it says, "May your blessings outnumber the shamrocks that grow, and may trouble avoid you wherever you go." It's in a cross stitch special sayings by Leisure Arts. So I might stitch that up. I might not. Who knows? But it's a possibility, so I'll put it in there. Sorry, I had to readjust. I want to do Spring by Heart and Hand's Blackout. Or, yeah, Heart and Hand. It's a blackout spring. I want to kit and stitch that. Quirky Quaker by Darling and Whimsy Designs. The Hedgehog, which is number 2 in their series. I know there's at least 4. There's probably more. I know there's 4 because I own 4. But I want to start this and get that up and start it. And then, so the next kind of leads into haul and stitchy kindness, happy mail, whichever you want to call it. I was sent a box by Penny. She's becoming a very dear friend. And she sent me this Cross Stitch Fairies Over 50 Enchanting Designs book. And inside there is a fairy alphabet. It says fairies A to Z. And isn't that precious? So I will be stitching, my plan is to stitch the letter E, I, both of those for my daughters, and then the letter M for one of my other really good friends, her daughter. So I already have that kitted up, that's ready to go, just have to start it. And then my husband went to our LNS, because I send him there frequently, to find out about a pattern that I wanted. The owner didn't have it in stock, but she's ordering it for me, so that's exciting. But while he was there, he picked up Twin Peaks Primitives, Lady Liberty. And I'm so excited about this. You guys, I told him a couple of weeks ago or days ago, the other day. They're all meshing together. I told him that I wanted to start doing more seasonal things and especially some more patriotic things. He's a veteran. My sister's active duty. Almost everyone in his family is a veteran. I have veterans on my side of the family. I want a section of our living room to be patriotic cross-stitch pieces. So while he was there, he was looking through their bin of patriotic things and he found that and he picked it up for me. So I'm super excited to kit that up and start it. And then Jessica from Sweetwater Stitcher had a giveaway on one of her videos and I won this adorable, isn't it? Oh my gosh, you guys, look at it. Is that not? It's adorable and you know it. Or at least I know it. I think it is. It's So Emma pattern called Farm Life. I mean, really? How is it not cute? It does not go with my decor at all, other than that it is cross stitch. Oh, well, let's say that like I decorate in anything other than cross stitch, which I don't. There's over, I think I have over 90 cross stitch pieces hanging on my living room wall. It's quite a lot. I love it. I can't wait to add more to it. So yeah, my plans are to kit Farm Life up and start it, work on the fairy alphabet for all the cute little girls. Oh, also in the fairy book, my son has requested, now his birthday is in December, but he likes the November fairy. He thinks she's very pretty. So he wants me to stitch this, but write December instead of November. So that's also in the plans for him. But yeah, that's all I've got. Not much haul. But when I put in an order for 4 of the Prairie Schoolers Santas, one for each year that the kids, their birth year. So I'll stitch those up for them. Like my youngest was born in 2019. I got the 2019, or I ordered the 2019, and I'll stitch that for her as a Christmas gift. But yeah, not a very long video. I don't think my videos will be much longer than this one or the last one. I think that's about a good length for me. But yeah, let me know what you have seen that you like from Market, if you're pre-ordering or just waiting. Yeah. Oh, and the floss bags, the floss away bags. I'm really enjoying them in my project bags. I'm not enjoying taking them the bobbins out of the floss bags to put them back in the plastic bins. So I've been procrastinating on that. But you know, can't have it all, I guess. Can't be too picky. At least I get to enjoy my hobby. But yeah, so if you like my video, please consider subscribing. I think once I hit 100 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway. And then possibly continue that. But for sure, at 100 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway. I'm not sure of what pattern yet, but I'll figure it out. Anyways, I hope you guys are staying, well, I don't know, it's pretty warm today. So just staying comfortable in the weather because it's a little wonky everywhere, I suppose. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great week and you get some stitching in, and happy stitching, everyone. Until next time.